those who are expert in human resources, and those who are probably like in the dole or would be able to relate to today's gospel. You know, it's a very complicated thing and a controversial thing when we talked about salary. That's why in work, we don't usually talk about salary, and salaries of each of one are usually kept confidential and secret so as not to make the comparison how much is receiving and how whether another worker would be receiving less than that. I think at one of the core of today's gospel is that we tend to compare ourselves with others. Is that completely wrong? Not necessarily. But if comparing ourselves with others is so that we could be the first among others, and our competitive spirit would want us to always have more, to be always the first, to be always the better, to be always the favored one, if that's all the reason why we compare ourselves with others, I think we are bound to be frustrated, disappointed, and probably even angry at the end. Because you will always find other people to be at an advantage than ourselves. And so, Jesus in the end would want to tell all those other workers, look, the standard is not in our comparison, but the word is you've received your just reward or just pay. Just as in patas. If you have agreed to something and that's given to us, then that is already just. And so, dear brothers and sisters, it is an opportunity for us to reflect on those things. The evil and disadvantage of being envious, the disadvantage of always comparing ourselves with others rather than appreciating the blessings that we have received from the Lord. And really, to be more generous as God has been generous to us. Amen.